Welcome to the Elite Lineman Training Institute as we're getting ready to kick off the Elite Lineman Rodeo for the 7th class of the Elite Lineman Training Institute. My name's Colton Witt and I'm about to be bringing you the action alongside Waylon Hasty. What we're going to show you today is a group. We're not going to show you all of these guys in this group, but a group. There's 23 of them in this, and we're going to show 8 of these 23 that are in this class, and we're going to show these guys participate in 2 events. There are 4 events that were in our rodeo, and we're going to feature 2. We're going to feature the egg climb and the hurtman. 2 we featured both a decent amount, and we're going to show their turns on these events to all of you. So you're going to get to see some of the same guys on some events, some different guys on others, but you're going to see these guys go at it and try to become the champion of the Elite Lineman Rodeo. One thing I will note, there are some of you probably watching this video that may have some unfamiliarity to these events. Real brief: egg climb, climbing to the top, changing out in the bucket, putting an egg in your mouth, coming down. It's all about time and not having cracks in those eggs or busting them. And then of course hurtman, you got a dummy and a hand line up at the top of a pole, and you got to climb up there, use that hand line to tie up the dummy and cut him down. And basically it's all about making sure that you have the correct amount of knots. That'd be 3 1/2 inches, and making sure you do it safely and get him down safely and in a timely manner. So with all that being said, that's our events, and like I just mentioned before, I'm going to be joined by Waylon Hasty, the founder of this school, the Elite Lineman Training Institute, and we're going to bring you the action. So let's get started.
All right, well, first up on the egg climb, it's Jay Flood.
Jay Flood from Chatsworth, Georgia, 20 years of age, probably one of the quietest guys in America.
Quiet, doesn't say much.
Never says anything. Jay's super quiet.
And he's getting ready to go. And who's that, our judge there? I should know this.
I do know this. It is Chad.
Yeah.
Phillips? Hopefully.
Yeah, okay.
Chad, if we screwed your name up, we're sorry.
And Harry's at the top. He's with Jackson EMC, and Jay gets there really quickly, around 17 minutes or seconds. Gets the egg out, switches, and he's got to come down now. On his way, making some pretty good steps. Got a little hung up there.
Jay's probably one of the better climbers of the class.
And he's going to have a really good time. 32.89. And let's check that egg. It's good. It's good. Good egg for Jay Flood. So a good time for him, and that'll put him in the front of the leaderboard. And we'll see where he ends up in all of this. Now it's time for Justin Greason. Talk about Justin, Well.
Big Red, man. He's huge, 9 foot tall, drives a little bitty Honda Civic. We call him Big Red, hails from Canton, Georgia, age 20.
Canton.
Good kid. Great young man.
And Justin gets going now. Gets his butt squeeze on and begins to climb. Got a really solid pace going there. Gets a little hung up.
He's really moving fast, though. Justin's a great climber.
Yeah.
Great climber. My concern with him is that the egg would be cracked by the way he climbs.
And what do you mean by that? Just
so obviously when they go up, they got the egg in the basket, which in the basket is in their mouth. When they get there, they take the egg out, put the egg in their mouth, and climb down. My concern with Justin is that his egg may crack because he climbs. When he climbs going up, he climbs so aggressive.
And he made it 37. Let's see if he got that crack like you're talking about. And he's good. No crack, good egg. So Justin Greason with a solid time. Didn't beat Jay Flood's time, but he had a really solid time, and he's going to be in the thick of things for the overall rodeo champion. All right, we got Daniel Gray. Talk about Daniel, Well.
Daniel from Lyerly, Georgia, Somerville area, Chattooga County.
Lyerly.
Yeah.
You don't get to say Lyerly very much.
You don't. It's on the southwest side of Chattooga County. He went to school at Chattooga.
He gets
He's a good young man. Good young man. Great climber.
Tall, got a long frame, making some big steps.
He's pretty smooth with that bucket, right? So you don't have a concern with the egg being cracked the way he climbs. However, that don't mean it couldn't.
Yeah.
So
And he gets up there and he's going to make his switch now. And that's really a key to this, is that smoothness.
It is. It is. That's why it's a speed event. Daniel's got great long steps coming down.
Yeah. And he's got some consistency to him. He's almost there to the ground. Around, see if he can beat 40. Not going to be able to, but 41.25. That's a solid time from Daniel. And they're going to check his egg. He's good. He's got a good egg. So there you go, Daniel Gray, and we'll see where he ends up on the leaderboard. All right, now we got Dylan Woody, another Somerville guy. Talk about Dylan.
That's right. Somerville's a little bit north of Lively. I think pretty sure him and Daniel both went to school together. Both these guys have some good friends that graduated from here. Dylan falls into the Jay Flood realm of being so quiet. Dylan's very aggressive. You never know what he's thinking, though, because he never talks. That's a great pace, though.
Look he is moving really quick. And he's already over halfway. And he's approaching the top. He really can reach it now. And he's there.
It's a good transition. For some reason, his bag got hung up.
Yeah.
It might be that his egg got hung in his bag. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. And he's coming down now.
Good long steps.
And he is really coming down good. He just got to not crack that egg, and he did. He knew it before he hit the ground. It must have busted a little bit in his mouth.
Oh, good.
All right, well, now it's time for Aaron Osaguera.
Baby Carlos, right, from Coda, Georgia. We used to call him Carlos, one of our previous students. They act just alike. They're just alike.
Yeah.
They are, man. They're hilarious. Both
Yeah.
of them.
Characters, very, bold, have a lot to say.
Always playing jokes and pranks on somebody, making Randy mad. That was their goal every day, to come to school and make Randy mad, and they succeeded.
And it's
every
not,
single
but
day.
it's not that hard.
No, it's not hard.
It's not hard.
Randy's, you can tee him up like a golf ball.
Yeah. And he is almost to the top there. I mean, really just steady, consistent. That's a big key. And the smooth thing. He looks pretty smooth. Don't know if he had to go that high, but he's there. And he's making the switch now.
It's pretty brave steps from there, and I'm pretty impressed by how.
He got a little hung.
Yeah, he did. Looks like his hammer's about to fall out and kill somebody.
Yeah, it does. And hits the ground, 37.78. And they're going to check that egg. It's good. Good job. All right, let's look at our leaderboard for the egg climb. And as you notice there, one of the guys that we didn't feature is Saul Martinez. He had a really good egg climb time, 44.56. Daniel Gray, 41.25. Aaron Osaguera in the 30s, 37.78. Greason, right under him, 37.75. And Jay Flood really moved really well with that 32.89 time. So your thoughts on what you saw there?
I'm just pretty impressed by the 100, right? That's the goal. That's what we teach. It's not about the time. It's about doing this. And obviously the egg climb is more of a speed climb or a technique. How smooth are you not to break the egg? But the impression for me and the thing that stands out the most are the 100s.
All right, well, now it's time for Christopher Segura here on the Hurt Man. Talk about Chris.
Nicknamed Sugar by Greg Bradford, CDO trainer.
Yeah.
He couldn't wait, man. He nicknamed him Sugar.
And he's going now.
He has experienced Hurt Man several times. He looks like he's in a bit of a hurry, right? So you get to see the slipping and the pace. It's a good pace, but you can tell he's in a hurry by how many times he slipped. And again, trying to get up to Terry.
And he's on his way now, around halfway. And I mean, you got to get up there. The key is to get him down under 4 minutes.
Right. So yeah, the standard is that, because that's when you got to get oxygen, you got to start CPR and those kind of things. So that's kind of why we teach what we teach.
I want to apologize for the camera there, folks. I was the cameraman, and I didn't do a good job in this moment. So just bear with me. It's about to get back on Chris. So,
it's all right. We got some good footage
yeah.
of Gordon. Oh, yeah. There he is.
And there he is. And he's getting his hand line down now. And but he realized that he didn't yank that hook, so he's trying to get that hook up.
Oh, geez. He didn't send the hook up before he took off up the pole, right? So this is, in this particular event to this setting.
He clipped it to his belt.
That is valuable time that he hadn't got yet, and I'm not sure the goal here, right? So I'm looking for the hook to come up on either side, and there it is. Here comes the hook.
He's got it, and now he needs to get it and go to work.
Right, so you got to drop the handline block. I think the handline block's still on his belt, right? Yeah, I see it. So you got to drop the handline block. Uh-oh, now he's going back down the other side. What is he doing? So he pulled the hook up?
Yeah, he pulled the hook up, and now he's going for the other end.
Folks, if you don't know this, you can tie a rope in either end of the rope. The rope end does not know which end you're holding, so the rope has no brain. So it is acceptable to always tie a knot in any which end of the rope you prefer.
He went for the clip end.
What was he thinking? He wasn't thinking. He was nervous.
Yes.
He's got family and friends watching. He's got the camera rolling.
Yeah.
Come on, sugar,
he's
get it together.
He's got it between his legs now. He's got to get that out of there. And then he's got it. Yeah, he drops the block. And he's like
climbing up. 2 minutes in before he drops the block.
Yeah.
Just for the record, for those of you that have some ignorance to hurtman, that is terrible. Terrible.
He's getting around. He's getting in a position. He's moving Terry around. And
he's in a pretty good position there, manhandling Terry. Of course, Terry don't have any legs because we've done hurtman so bad. So for those of you that are familiar with hurtman rescue, to do hurtman on a guy with no legs, it's very easy.
Yes. And they're getting him tied up now, or he's getting him tied up now. I don't know if he's got his first half. That might be his first one there. And he's continuing to tie those knots around the 3-minute mark. And he needs to cut him. 4 minutes is as high as you can go in this. And I believe he just got his third one, I think. And come on, sugar. Okay,
there he goes.
He's getting that knife.
Oh, geez. He's going to forget to wrap the rope.
Here
we go. Okay. Yeah, good friction point. Yes.
All right, he's got it. Now he's got to cut him. Getting his knife.
What is he doing?
And
there we go.
He's coming down. 3:37:40. 3:37:40.
Good job, Sugar.
And Sugar got him down. So there you go. Hey, he's alive. That's all that matters. He's alive.
Good job,
so,
Sugar.
There you go.
Job,
Good
Sugar.
work. All right. Well, now we got Sugar's buddy from Southeast High School, Saul Martinez.
Saul Martinez. His name is Alex Saul. So Saul they sit side by side in the classroom. They're like twins, man. They don't look anything alike, but their personalities are exactly alike. They ride together. They went to high school together. They sit beside each other in class. He gives it a good yank. He learned from his buddy Sugar what not to do. Great pace going up.
He's moving really quick. He's got he looks like he's got a plan there. He's moving up, trying to get there in a hurry. And he's approaching Terry now, getting through the legless wonder. And he shoves him, gives him an old shove, and he's going to work. He's in a decent spot.
He does. He's moving really well. And one of the things about Saul that's kind of most impressive, he's got a really cool story, man. I love hearing his story, his personal story. And, I ain't going to share anything about his personal story on here, but what I will say is he's got a really cool story, and it's cool to see these young guys grow, to be able to go up and do this. But what YouTube doesn't pick up, or what our videos don't always cover, is kind of who they are and how they grow personally. And this guy right here had some phenomenal growth, and he's got an amazing gifts.
Oh, and he's cutting him right now. He didn't get the friction point.
One of his gifts is not execution based upon practice.
And you want to look at that time. I mean, he's at 1:11:62. Now that'll be his final time. He'll get points deducted, but he was going to have a great time. And
he's got burnt palms where he tried to grab a rope holding a 200-man dummy through his hands.
Yeah,
it burnt his hands. I know his hands right now. Gloves or no gloves, he burnt.
Well, I mean, it was great up to that point, but regardless, like you're saying, Saul's got a great story. He's a great guy, and he just 2 points off on the hurdle. All right, well now it's Caleb Klein.
Caleb Klein, good young man, fairly local guy, right here in Cohutta, Georgia. Really close, very respectable young kid. Really excited. I think a couple days back, previous to this video, he gets a job commitment, and he's got a cool story, right? So the last 18 months or so for Caleb have been amazing. He gets a good yank. It's funny how all these guys learn from Sugar, right? It's like what not to do.
Yeah.
It's great.
And
Caleb's a great climber, though.
he's beginning to climb, and that's what's so fascinating to me to watch is all these guys get up there, but they all get up there just a little bit different. Everybody does it just a little bit different.
And from the perspective of climbing, right, it's like we teach. It's like riding a bicycle. Once you got it, you got it. Everybody rides it a little bit different.
Yeah.
But Caleb should have I don't know that it may be the fastest time in execution or anything. Very firm in how he executes it. He's very regimented and structured.
Yeah. And just like some of those we saw on egg climb, smooth.
Yes.
All right, he's getting in his position now. He's really in I would say, a good spot. He's got the dummy, and that dummy's easier to move around without those legs. I mean, you can move him wherever you need him. And he gets that hand line over, and he's going to start tying him up. Reaches around really well. And he's got to get those knots started. He's about to start. He's around 110 now. And I believe he's got his first. Did he get it? I think he's on his first one. And I can't quite tell what's going on. And he's tying again. Okay, he's got one. He's on two. He needs to get that third one. And then he needs to cut him down.
There it is.
He's got
number 3 right there. Come on, Caleb.
All right, getting his friction point. Got to get that knife out. Got to cut him. Cuts him. Here he comes. To the ground and 1:48:53. If he'd had them legs, he would have touched the ground a little quicker. And there's his time. All right, Greason is back up, and he's going to do hurtman now. He's yanked his headline, and here he goes.
Old Copper, Big Red. Great pace, kind of like with the egg climb, right? It's just how smooth it is. He's got a really good pace of climbing, and it's not that he's not smooth. It's just that he's so big in the strides he takes. It makes it seem like he's a rough climber. Obviously, he's smoother. He would have cracked the egg on the mat earlier.
He's already working on Terry there. You notice Terry it's almost sideways, and he gets through him really easily. Do you feel like the pushing is necessary? I'm just not really. I'm not really sure that it is.
Right. So what we teach is when you get to him to climb through him, and that idea of climb through him is just to kind of manhandle through him. But it's a habit that these guys have gotten in, probably because Terry don't have legs.
Yeah.
Poor guy's been dropped off a pole so many times. His legs fell off. He's missing an arm.
He's hit the ground hard a few times.
He's beat up.
And he's got that third knot tied, and he's getting his friction point. Missed that, but he's got it now. That's a good time he's got going for him. He's got to cut him. He's coming down now, and his time will be 1:13:31. That's a really good time for Greason there, and he's in first place in this event. That's a really good time, and he's done well on both of the events that we have featured today. So good job, Justin.
Great job.
Here's the last man we're going to feature today, Jay Flood on the hurtman.
Super quiet Jay Flood. Guy don't say anything, right? He comes in first day, he references a friend of mine that I know that he used to work with. I had so much going on. My brain was so busy, I didn't even remember. He tells me like 8 weeks later, and I said, why didn't you tell me that you knew that guy? And he said, I did on day one. And I believe that he did, for real. But Jay's a great young man, Chatsworth, Georgia. At the time of this video, he's already got a job commitment, bright future ahead.
Okay, and he reaches and yanks that hand line, and he's going to begin to climb. A little rocking there from our from Gordon Corsetti in that bucket behind him, and he's climbing now. Very determined look on that face, and he's getting up there around halfway. Really good pace from him.
Without a shadow of a doubt, probably some of the best technique that we have in this group is Jay. He's not very vocal or opinionated about anything. He just kind of does his thing, and like I said earlier, a really bright future ahead.
I get a little hung up on Terry. He's
I don't know what's up.
Work. Yeah, I think he may just stop and work right there. He's okay.
There he goes.
He's good. He's in a good position. He's well out there at the block, dropping it now, and he's getting it over that cross arm, and he's going to start tying.
Got to get to it. There he goes. Good.
Yeah, reaching really well, in a good position. Got plenty of rope, beginning to tie those knots.
Jay was, I know, quarterback. I'm not sure what other positions he played in high school, but he had some leadership roles in some different sports in high school, and those traits helped him to do this right on the physical side. He's ready. Cut him.
And cuts him down. Oh, there! Oh, got him now. He's coming down, and 1:23:06.
Great time.
Really great time. I mean, just like Greason. I mean, both of his times have been really, really, really solid. So, let's see how everything plays out on this leaderboard, and we'll show you how everybody did in just a moment. All right, well, Jay Flood was the winner of the egg climb, and we're going to show you who won out on the hurtman here. Let's start at the bottom, though. Cameron Shook, someone we didn't show. He had a really great time there, 1:53:03. Got him 100 points. Caleb Klein, 1:48:53. We didn't show Dylan Woody on this one, but he had a really good time, 1:30:56. And then in second place, Jay Flood with that 1:23:06. I mean, just really solid times. But Justin Greason, about 10 seconds ahead with 1:13:31. All these guys had 100 points, and I mean, you got to say they did a great job.
Absolutely, great job, phenomenal job. There again, from me in my seat and the perspective of what we train and how we teach, is the 100s. That's the goal. And when you get to see guys get a 100 down into the 113s, 123s, 130s, anywhere less than the 2-minute mark, and they still get 100, that's a touchdown.
That's great. They all these guys did good, and even the ones that we had some goofs and all that. It was everybody. You can tell they've learned a lot while they're here and have really progressed and grown. So we just want to thank everybody for watching this video. We'll have more of these coming out over time. But for myself, Colton Witt alongside Waylon Hasty, thanks for watching. Have a great 2021. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching our video. Be sure to check us out in all our other videos, and please subscribe below.